Hey everyone, so today is December 12th and we just got home about 2 hours ago. We were at the pediatrician's office in the hospital. Phoenix got his first fever today, and this morning I just felt him. He was like extra warm, and I took his temperature and it was 99, but he was just blah and very just not cranky or anything, just kind of like blah, groggy and stuff. So I checked it a few times, and it wasn't high or anything, it wasn't a fever. So I went and I took a shower, and my husband, he got a little fussy, and my husband grabbed him and noticed that he was hot. So he took his temperature and it was high, it had gone up. So I get out of the shower and my husband's like, we're going to take him to the hospital. I'm like, okay. So he had called and the pediatrician said to take him in. So we took him in, and when we got there, they did a rectal thermometer check, and it was 101. So yeah, it was a fever, but it wasn't like super high. And they didn't see any congestion. The nurse didn't see any congestion or anything, and so she called the doctor. The doctor comes in and checks him, and is like, oh well, we're gonna have to admit him for 2 or 3 days. I was just like, what? Being that his fever wasn't so high, and every other thing, nothing seemed alarming. I didn't know why they needed to keep him for 2 or 3 days. So me and my husband discussed it with the nurse, and the nurse was like, I personally wouldn't admit him without some tests back first. So the doctor ordered a chest x-ray and some blood work, and they had to take his boogers for, I forgot what test that was, they did all these different tests. So it was the worst ever. Anybody who has a sick baby will know how hard this is, and I don't wish this on anybody. I wish that every baby was healthy. I mean, I would rather have 3 more C-sections and go through that than to see him sick. So they took his blood work from his foot, from his heel, as they do babies, and then they tell us that they need to take it from the vein like the adults, because that wasn't good enough. So I couldn't stay in the room for that one. My husband stayed in the room, and he screamed his head off so much. It was heartbreaking. But I have to say, it was a lot faster, and it was, done in 1, 2, 3, and you can pick them right up. So in a way it was worse, but it was better for him because it was faster. But I couldn't stay there and see it. Then they also did a chest x-ray, which he was screaming his head off too, but I think he was screaming more because every time I put him down, he was just like, he wanted to sleep and just be on me. He didn't want to be put down and be bothered and stuff. So I think that's really why he was crying so much. But so we stuck around the hospital. Oh, they also took his urine. They put like a bag over his private and had to wait for him to pee, and we had to go bring him back to the hospital. And so then when we leave the hospital and everything, the chest x-ray came back negative, everything came back negative so far, and we were like, okay, good. We kept checking his temperature and it was going down, so that's good. So then they called us and told us that his flu came back positive, so he has the flu. So he is a little sticky. So he's very clingy, and he just doesn't feel good, and we have to keep checking his temperature and give him fluids, and I just picked up Pedialyte to give him, and he's eating fine because he just drank his milk, and now he's sleeping. They told me not to overdress him so that his fever goes down. I'm checking his fever. So far it's been the same since we got home. It's 6:30 now. At about 7 I have to give him more medicine for his fever, and hopefully it just keeps going down. But if it goes up or if anything changes, we have to take him back to the hospital, which I hope does not happen, because I could not imagine him being admitted and me having to stay with him for 2 or 3 days in the hospital. I mean, I don't know how anybody does it, because it is hard, even the thought of it, and just seeing him like this, it just breaks my heart. And if it wasn't for my husband, I don't know what I would do. So I do not know how single parents do it all by themselves, because it is very, very hard to see your baby like this. It's like, why can't it be me? But I just wanted to put that out there and have a little notation of his first flu and his first sicky time. And hopefully he just gets better, and by tomorrow he's fine. I mean, a little while ago after he ate, he was smiling and laughing. So, you know, he's still the same baby. But so hopefully he just gets better. And that's all. Thank you. Bye.